We're ready to get started with our final challenge of the day, which is right in front of you as you can see it. The Empire Strikes Back. Starting as the Mughals in the American War of Independence start date, so July 4th, 1776, own the most provinces in India. We have Florry versus the Chairman.
But let's go ahead and meet Florry first.
It turns out a god can bleed. Despite an impressive performance last week, he was not able to close the distance with a transcendent Zlewikk. We've heard that he was so enraged by this loss, he has vowed to not only beat the Chairman, but to do it so badly, Chairman's mother will issue a written apology on her son's behalf for daring to show up to the match.
I mean, them's fighting words, but let's see the Chairman.
It might look bleak for Chairman, but mathematically he can still finish third and avoid relegation. To do this, he cannot afford to lose a single point in his remaining matches. We've heard he has a sniper trained on Florry's position, so if things start to go bad, we recommend Florry duck.
There we go. Those are our players introduced. That is Florry and the Chairman. Chaps, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Florry, we'll start with you. A rare loss last week. How does that make you feel?
Mad, honestly.
Chairman,
Oh man, when the stream stopped, I was so mad. I was like, holy shit. Why didn't I just restart, man? Like, why am I being so stubborn sometimes? And well, you know, it is what it is.
Bang.
Chairman, you stand across from an enraged Florry. Not just an enraged Florry, but a Florry that you might have to force into automatic elimination to keep your spot next season. How does that make you feel?
You know, I would honestly be amazed, you know, if I did somehow push Florry like that. So, I mean, I'm literally fighting for my life right now. You know, I got my you know, like in football terms, we got our ears pinned back. Yeah. We're fighting in the corner and stuff. But at the same time, I gotta say, y'all are freaking cruel for today's challenge because, like, well, I was like, what about the Mughals in 1776? You know, U.S. brain, thinking, oh yeah, what's going on over there? Then I look, and it's like, oh god! And then of course, like,
it's so bad.
Yeah, like certain nations, like Punjab, gets a guaranteed 3-star general, and it's like, you know, either way, this is gonna be tough for both me and Florry. I already know that, like, there's probably gonna be restarts involved too.
Potentially.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think
it's
time we move on for our final challenge of the day, the Empire Strikes Back, starting as the Mughals, July 4th, 1776, own as much of India as possible. Like Laith just said, Florry fighting for the final, the Chairman fighting for survival.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Both fighting for very different reasons, but also Florry is fighting for survival. Now this!
Attention all Para Bellum lovers, the finale of Season 2 of EU4 Para Bellum will be live on YouTube and on Twitch February 19th at 6 p.m. Central European Time /12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss this. It's about to be a clash of the titans, the clash of the year. But now, let's see what they got up to in this match first.
Is the start. This is what they were complaining about. You are the Mughals, a once mighty empire that dominated most of India, now reduced to a one-province minor in Delhi. Very, very sad indeed. You do have a little vassal, but you don't have many cores, just a couple. You do have your mission tree. You also have a couple of good ideas from the Mughals. So it is a scary start. I'm not going to lie to you. And hey, little fun fact. Every time, Punjab will declare on you. Pretty much every time.
Always declares, yeah.
Because they have a
We're going to have to fight a defensive war right at the start. Maybe an offensive war as well if they pop one off before Punjab declares.
They start with a 3-star general, and they start with more troops than you, so they will do it. I'm spectating Chairman, to be clear. What you do have in your favor, though, is this. The AI doesn't know you have a level 4 on your capital, which means, including all of your bonuses and everything else, Punjab can't actually siege down your capital. They cannot beat you. Yeah. General strategy. Do this. Declare war day 1. He hasn't declared any wars. It's, let's see, 3rd of August. Declare war over here.
Day 30, pretty much.
Declare war. I mean, frankly, I think this might be restart worthy. Looking at it, I would restart. I 100% would restart. You want to catch this lot early. He's declared war on Rohir clan. Yeah, okay, well, this is the war you start with. The problem is, Punjab will declare war on him. So,
Yeah.
I mean...
Does he not know? Did he not do a test?
He has to have done a test. You do start with the Mughal government form, which is pretty good. Every time you unify a group, you get some bonuses. It should be a stack one off the bat.
One as well. Already unlocked for tier 2.
He does.
Let's
I
go
think
to
that was a
40
mistake.
because his start is more dynamic, ladies and gentlemen, just to show off. So he has already given out, and Midge, I have reconnected.
Oh, it's about to happen. Sorry, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Punjab is 100% about to declare war. They've got their 3-star general. They've got it ready. Punjab instead actually opting to declare war on his enemy. This is a phenomenal start for him.
Lucky.
This is a phenomenal start. That's really good. If he gets lucky here, he can start to, because you can snowball quick in this area. Again, the AI does not know how to handle the troops. The AI does not know how to handle late game EU4. I'll keep your praise situation, but does he put him to the post? It does. It's like a player is on Punjab. They're playing very well, but again, he has to defend against this.
Aggro.
Again, he's going to have to fight this, and this is winnable, to be clear. It might look really, really bad, but it is winnable with
40
enough
views,
mercenary.
ladies and gentlemen.
Flip.
He does not let Punjab declare on him. Instead, he seizes Central Doab from his subject Mewat, and he himself declares on Punjab in the Mughal reconquest of Panipat. So, there we go. Got the armies up, the Ganges and the Free Companies up. Punjab catching them with an ally, which is Bukhara. Wait, isn't Bukhara big? Big-ish, but they're also fighting Afghanistan. No, wait, what's going on? Oh, he's allied Afghanistan. Florry. Already doing well. He's doubled his score from 1 to 2.
It's huge.
Very successful. But
Vassals don't count.
On Punjab right here.
You do
And
not count.
by the way, this is what we're looking at. This is where they need to own provinces. Obviously, if you guys didn't know.
Over here, Punjab has ridiculously wealthy land. Very, very good if you're to take immediately. But look at this. Signs of life in the chairman's corpse. He might not be dead. So, looking at this war, he's declared another one against Kumaon and Bangladesh, which, I mean, again, very, very good to see. And it looks like Punjab's finished up their war. So he does have his 100%. He can sue for peace, and he can take all this land. That's a good start. I'm not sure why he's not...
Let's go back to Florry here. His war versus Punjab is actually going really well, man. He's sieging down Lahore as we speak, putting a 1k stack on Beira right here. Bukhara... Afghanistan not really dealing with them, surprisingly. I mean, they're fighting them right now in this one province, but you would have expected that Afghanistan would have sieged them by now. There's actually a peace deal on Punjab. He does give Afghanistan land, by the way, and he doesn't
What's the score?
retake all of his cores.
So what's his score right now?
And an additional province. So Florry, right now, we're about 8 minutes in. Florry at 6 provinces, so increasing his score by 600%.
Well, over here, look at this.
And another deck.
10 provinces.
Oh, Chairman in the lead.
Chairman currently winning, and he's on the cusp of taking 2 more, prioritizing low dev provinces. You have to think the Punjab war is next for him. And I think it's a war that he can win handily and on his own. He's gathered up the base stacks. Interesting strategy. I personally would go after Punjab immediately, like Florry. But interesting strategy that he's built up immediately, built up soon, and has managed to avoid the Punjab deck. Them decking on this province for Upper Doab, very, very useful for him indeed. And with nationalism, very low cost for him to take all this land. Wait, did he declare another war? He did on Doti, and which means he's going to go after Nepal, which means he's probably going to go after Jumla. If he goes after, he needs to go after Jumla. He needs to go after Jumla now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, take him one by one.
Your parents raised you better.
Second war versus Rohilkhand and Dundar right here. Those are these guys. So Dundar also losing to Gwalior. There's Florry right there. Peace deal. War reps. Money. Send. Done. Dundar is out.
Oh, if he's brave enough. Sorry, flip to my POV. If he's brave enough, there's a big war here. If he spotted it. Let's see. Chairman has Nepal fully occupied. If he declares war on Dang, he can bring in Kachar, Sikkim, and Makwanpa, who are all around Nepal. He can take all of this territory. And frankly, you're not going to get a better time than it because he needs to build up enough such that he can fight Gwalior and Marwar and the rest of them.
Huge war deck by Florry, ladies and gentlemen. Let's flip right here immediately. So, declaring on various nations around him, Bangladesh, Gwalior, who drags in Mawar and Mewar, and Sirmur as well. So, oh, there we go. A battle about to happen in Sirmur. Will he run away in time? 21k with a 4-2. Coming in on 17k with a 2-2. Does he? No, he doesn't run away in time. He has slightly more morale,
Yeah, but it's in the hills.
more
That's
discipline,
rough.
but this is not gonna be a win.
So can we flip to my POV? This war is getting, like, it's fine. It's not untenable right now. The only problem is he can't take these provinces without first taking this. But that also means he can't take Nepal. So probably take Nepal as a vassal and nick this province, I think, has to be the play. He's got 100%. There's no real reason to stay in this war, if you know what I mean, Hawk.
Both of our players having strong starts, I gotta say, with Chairman's potential right here. Once he ends this, chain of wars,
I just don't. I think he's doing the same thing we saw in the first one, where he's just getting bogged. Like, I don't think he realizes there's no reason to be in this war. Okay, I think he saw it. Yes, he did. He vassalized them.
nice.
He vassalized them, took the land. You can just declare war on them, or you can seize land off them. Like, frankly, it doesn't matter. Can we flip to
let's
POV?
go back to Flurry right here. It's a 1780 right now. His
little
war
bit behind,
versus
actually.
all of these guys is progressing pretty well. There we go, a battle right here that he's about to lose badly, ladies and gentlemen. Retreating into the fort. I guess that was a sacrifice that had to be made, but he's actually losing a lot of money. He was losing 43 ducats a month. He can have a max of 77 loans. He currently has 30. But of course, as he grows, loans will get bigger and so on and so forth. So no real risk. There we go. We're about to see a battle in central Doab right now. He's about to dispatch his troops into Gwalior and their subjects and allies. Oh, and there we go.
Big win, that.
Easy battle right there, wiping all of those disconnected armies. Super strong, ladies and gentlemen, super strong. He's got all of the forts except for Mewar's capital. And that gold mine that Mewar has, they still have it, could be of big help here. There we go, more battles won. Easy
You
for
flip to
him.
my POV. I've just spotted an opportunity that Chairman should be taking advantage of. These are the only troops that exist over here. I think you might spot it. Can we flip to him directly? He can bring in Afghanistan. He's gone after Gwalior instead. Okay, interesting. I would have gone after Punjab, but that's a massive war. He's popped off a huge war. Instead of going after his cause, he's going south. What are the numbers saying? The numbers are in his favor, mainly because of Afghanistan. He has to hope that they come in clutch here. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. You gotta wait for the Afghans. You gotta wait for the Afghans there. Get out. There you go. The Afghans are marching in to try and clean up his mess. What's the numbers right now? So over here, we're looking at 15 provinces.
15 provinces for Chairman, 16 for Flurry.
It's neck and
18
neck.
wins him, man. They're neck and neck. I love it. I love it. Ooh, another deck by Flurry. Massive deck, actually. Let's flip immediately, ladies and gentlemen. As Flurry decks on a Nagpur, who doesn't
Isolated,
have any
nice.
allies. This is what he took from these guys, man. Just 4 provinces in that major war that he was doing with Gwalior. But now I think this is about to be a real conquest as soon as he gets the board right and show
flip
up.
to my POV. Punjab coming in and saving Nepal. Look at that. Punjab are in a separate war here, and they actually cause a wipe. A massive wipe. This was a war that he was, in my opinion, losing. But Punjab, not attacking him, and also defending him. But just take a look at all of these territories that he
Conquered
can
so much.
take.
Yeah. Both of our players finally getting into big wars. I like that. I like that.
I
small-ish wars are
don't
finally
like this.
done.
He only has 20k.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing like he's relying a lot on Afghanistan.
Go back to Flurry real quick because he is continuing his war versus Nagpur. Still in that tricky situation where Bundelkhand is sieged by Nagpur, but Nagpur is also sieged by Bundelkhand.
Oh no.
He can't really do too much without
Bring
declaring on
attack.
them too.
He has to.
This
flip
is
to my
this is
POV,
gonna be a big conquest here,
That's
man.
a big war. But flip it over here, Marathas have been pieced out. Now, they haven't been pieced out for their alliance with Gwalior, which I perhaps would have expected. Maybe wants them to bring him in later. But again, we're not seeing... I would say he's getting bogged down. We're not seeing that sort of mass approach that I would have liked to have seen. And I'm not seeing enough cannons as well. He only has 3,000 cannons, and that's going to be a big problem for him here. He does have the manpower, and he also, in my opinion, has the finances to afford more cannons. All right, so Florry is going to piece out. He is going to take a bunch more provinces, and we're going to start to see his quality shine. Please get it right. Can we flip to Chairman? Province is nasty. 27,000 troops to siege it down, and he just about starts, and he has to breach it. This will drag on for 5 years. This siege will genuinely drag on for 5 years.
Yeah.
It's 41 days per tick. It's minus 64%, and he only has 3,000 cannons. It's a fort level 8.
3,000 is not even
it's-
enough in
sorry,
Mill 7.
6. No, it's like, and he's gotten more infantry, and he's sending the infantry over to Gid.
Florry with another massive deck on Marathas, ladies and gentlemen, catching them without any big allies too. However, he has been started to get coalition by Marathas,
doesn't
Nepal,
matter.
minor guys now.
Oh no!
What?
Wait, did he do this? No, he was attacked by Britain.
By Britain? By who?
Britain attacked him. Britain attacked him.
Britain decking on the chairman, ladies and gentlemen, halfway into the
And
challenge.
Afghanistan did not come in. But that's what. That's what. Can we go to him directly? I want to see his
province count?
response.
Is it worth it him to give up stuff? What's his province count?
But he could win this.
Can he?
Yes, Britain. Like, I mean, that is nasty, obviously. But Britain hasn't brought in Deccan. He brought in a couple of his allies. 21% on Gid. Once that falls, he's good to go. Unfortunately, that does break the alliance with Afghanistan, and I think Afghanistan also pieced out. But he has won good, and he has started to defend his capital. So we'll see. I mean, these numbers don't look favorable for him, but Britain not actually bringing in any troops at all. Like, they're not even moving. This might end up to being a good thing. He pieced out. He pieced out. He pieced out.
He's
He
out.
pieced out Gwalior.
Oh, with Gwalior. Did he take stuff? What did he do?
No.
Either way, let's go to Florry here, ladies and gentlemen.
Devastating.
His war is pretty big as well,
Did he
but
give
not
up, Lan?
progressing as he wanted. Look at this. Still in that war with Marathas, he hasn't sieged down a single fort. He's stuck on a level 6 fort with 8k cannons. Like Laith just said on that other fort, man, this siege is gonna take so long. He's already been sieging it for, let's see, half a year. Obviously, Florry in a more stable situation since Britain hasn't declared on them. Tell me, what's Chairman's province count right now? Halfway exactly.
Chairman's province count currently is sitting at 18. So it's not too bad. It could be better. And he has actually not surrendered, but he's ended all other wars to focus solely on this British war. I think he starts to smell.
If he can win that, he's gonna put a lot of numbers on the board.
And it's that big if. There you go. So it's a good amount of territory you can take. Also, he can separate piece Baroda. What he needs to do now is focus on Baroda solidly. I'm not. There we go. He has to focus on this directly. Let's see if he manages 28%. He doesn't lose it on 28%. Successful defense, but actually, does he have the provinces? Oh, I don't know about that.
Very tight.
He rolled a 0. They rolled a 9. He rolled a 1. He rolled a 4. He rolled a 1. Oh my god.
Damn, man, damn. That's just unlucky.
That is genuinely just unlucky.
Unlucky, man.
This entire thing.
Let's go back to Florry because he is in trouble too, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sort of struggling to figure out here, Midge, if we can flip, why he's not dominating this war. He's like moving back and forth here between Doti and Marathas. Siege down this fort. In the meantime, his ally Deccan is almost ready to be knocked out completely by Marathas right here. It's like the confused playthrough that we've seen from some less experienced players. Deccan has actually been knocked out already. Now, he does outnumber Marathas and Doti, but he is in trouble with manpower and with loans a little bit.
It's my POV. He softened out Gwalior, didn't take any land from them, to the point where now they're getting decked on by Deccan. So, and who are allied to Britain. There you go. He's baited them maybe. Big battle. Big battle. Let's see. Can he do it? I think they've rolled a 0 to his 9. He's rolled a 0. 3 zeros in a row. 2 zeros in a row. That's important though. He can stack with them if he chases them down. This is going to be big for him.
He is.
And he should be able to take their capital pretty much instantly. Bear in mind, Britain still not taking, still not landing any troops. Britain are doing nothing right now. Now he needs to start moving eastwards. He's been dealt a bad hand, and he's handling it quite well.
Yeah.
For me, you start from west to east. What did he just do? He pieced out Baroda. Okay, that works nicely. He's pieced out Baroda. So now all of his enemies are in the east. He's starting to turn this around. He needs to rush to Kathmandu. He has to take territory. I predict 2 more years he can do of this. Only 2 more years.
He has pieced out Marathas, ladies and gentlemen, taking about half of their land. Very successful. After that, an immediate deck on Mysore, who's dragging in Kolatunad right here. So Florry's snaking around some of the smaller guys and bigger guys. He is in trouble, even though he's going hard, though. Losing a lot of money. 40 loans max. he has 39. So money trouble, manpower trouble.
But this is what Florry's a master at, man. I don't think there's anyone else in this challenge that is better than Florry at this, which is restructuring his loans, making sure to maximize his efficiency. Now, if you don't mind flipping to my POV, I just want to show off a mistake that... Oh, no. Oh, boy.
What's going on? What's the bad news? Give me the bad news, Doc. Are we going to lose him?
Now,
Are we losing him, Doc?
Punjab has declared war on the chairman. This isn't disastrous. Again, all of this means and spells trouble. What he, unfortunately, the mistake I'm saying he's making is he's constantly going after these like level 1 forts in terms of capital forts, instead of taking these forts, which are the ones he should be going after. Now, frankly, this is rough. Hanover is over here. Shout out them, traveling all the way to India. But where does he go from here? He's in a rough position. Oh, I'll be honest, he's been so unlucky in these. Really, really unlucky in these sieges. And he does. There it is. He's going to go bankrupt now.
Is he?
Unfortunately,
Actually?
yeah, I think so.
Next month, November?
Yeah, it looks like it. January 1970. Yeah, it's happening soon. He's been super unlucky on these sieges. Super unlucky. 71%. Should win that. There it is.
Let's look at some better gameplay as we flip to my POV. We have Florry fighting Mysore right here, still sieging them down hard. They're the only guys he's focusing on, so the wars are down in the south. Look at this battle right here. 2K versus 7K. That's a win. That's a win right there. Easy. Just 11K Mysorean revolutionaries left right here. Okay, Che Guevara, go back to Cuba or whatever. And, if he takes down Mysore, man, not even going by the cheapest provinces, he can take quite a lot. Maybe full annex? No, almost. There's the peace out. So now Florry in a really, really good position. This is starting to look, well, honestly, like Delhi in EU5 start date, if you guys have taken a look at the maps of India.
If you flip to my POV, I'll take you through what's going on over here. Clinging. Somehow still alive. Unfortunately, again, he's flipping back and forth and back and forth. I'll be honest, this was back and forth. There was no scenario in which he could probably win this, but it's not made easier by the fact that he is running through the same motions over and over again. He needs to come up with a strategy to win and go for it. Now, the problem here, in my opinion, is it all started with this Gwalior War. Now, it was unfortunate Britain declared war on him. It all started with this Gwalior War, holding Gurd for that long and not striking a bit deeper into Marathas and getting war reps, I think was a big mistake. I think that, again, the Gwalior War was a mistake. He should have gone for Punjab first. He has gone bankrupt there. I think...
He has?
By the way, I think Afghanistan beat Qing, because Ferghana's now been released.
I've never seen Ferghana.
He pieced out Britain and gave away land. Ferghana was actually where the Mughal Empire came from.
Glossed over the fact that he went bankrupt. Did he actually go bankrupt?
Yes. Fully bankrupt.
Yeah, as Florry gets ready to piece out Deccan here, ladies and gentlemen, going back to the game. He's wrapped them up, losing stab. He doesn't have enough admin to stab up. He doesn't have enough admin to core stuff he's already got. And he doesn't have enough admin to core stuff. We got 15 minutes left to go. He's in a war with the big Deccan. I think it is going to end up being one of Florry's better performances. But so far, I don't know.
Now, flip over here. Because Chairman ain't done. He went bankrupt, but that doesn't mean he's out.
He's down, but not out.
They had 16,000 troops. They are trickling down to 14k because they didn't have the numbers to take on Delhi, which requires 19k. On top of that, their 3-star general is gone. He's not out, ladies and gentlemen. He's going through a bankruptcy, but he's recovering, which is the phenomenal thing. He's not yet done. I don't think we've ever seen anyone power through a bankruptcy.
Nah, you just gotta push through it.
Playmaker in the first game. How long has he got left? 1 more year. 1 more year. Don't go.
4 more years.
Don't attack. Don't attack. Don't attack. You're bankrupt, buddy. You're bankrupt. Oh no. He should have done that.
No, he doesn't know.
He baited them into killing his. That was huge. I genuinely think that was on purpose. He baited them into beating his rebels for him.
Galaxy brain strats right here by the chairman, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna say it's on purpose because we like to think our players are smart.
I will say the one no, that's it, stack wipe. He was doing so well.
Really, ladies and gentlemen, what you have to know about this is the Punjab War is inevitable when you're playing as the Mughals in this start date. I know it's popular recently. Everyone I've asked, they're like, yeah, I always play the Mughals 1776, but my tip is fight Punjab early.
Bengal's about to
Get
get
him
out,
the
dude.
way.
In a year and a half, Bengal's going to be independent. British control of India is actually.
Yeah.
There could be some numbers.
Does he have-
I'm not gonna look. I don't want to hype up. I don't want to hype up nothing. To be clear, I don't want to hype up nothing. But the current diplomatic situation in India is such that it's prime for a takeover, and I believe he is no longer bankrupt. He's rushed into it.
Nice. Got out of that quickly. He's actually running super fast.
He's running super fast, but he keeps on throwing his men in. They're on Tech 25. He's Tech 23. You can't be doing that. Indeed.
Let's go back to Florry because he has continued with his huge war declaration, so he is fighting all of the big guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's flip to my POV if we can, Midge. After he took down Marathas, Deccan, Mysore, he's now moved back to Gwalior, who has annexed his subjects.
If you flip to my POV, now this is the difference in tech. Let's see some lucky rolls. Unfortunately, a 1 does
King
not.
Elephants live.
It's really unfortunate for him, but in my opinion, this is the right move. I mean, they have 0 manpower. You just got to keep hammering them over and over again.
We all know Seek has super powerful mill modifiers, ladies.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough for him, but frankly, he can take these territories. He just keeps on having to smash his head against the brick wall that is Punjab. They're coming for him again. This is good for you. Oh my god, that might not be so good.
It's just...
He has no manpower as well.
It is.
It is a shame how it ended up. I mean, it was just pure RNG in my opinion that screwed over Mr. Chairman here.
Yeah.
That war deck on British Bengal, and he had a lot of sieges that just didn't go his way. But what is going his way now is this. Flip to my POV.
Let's see.
There are no more men in Punjab, and so he is beginning to siege down Sirhind. This war has been going on for the last 9 years. He stuck it out. 9 years. I want to see the dead on both sides. Only about 100,000 dead in total. No, 200,000 dead in total. But this war's been going on to the point where there is no one left, basically. But look, again, the RNG come into play. It's so unfortunate. He's getting like so many positive ticks, and it's not happening. But he's starting to win this war. I mean, can we get some W's in chat for just the sheer tenacity? Stop leaving your troops out, man. There's only 1,400 troops on the front line, so he should actually win this. I mean, can we get some W's in chat for the tenacity to stay in despite a bankruptcy and to crack on? I mean, he's been a good competitor. This loss will mean that he is eliminated.
Flip to Florry directly. You read my mind, bitch. As he continues on with his war versus Gwalior right here. Getting ready to wipe the chairman's ass as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Going super hard, max number of loans. That's been the situation the entire game. But, you know, taking it slow. We've seen at certain points he was kind of like, this might not work out. Lots of rebels. Who the f is Baroda?
Baroda? You haven't played as Baroda before? Honestly?
No, honestly, I haven't.
Have you not?
I have. Ah, there we go. He just decked on them, and Britain is in it because they are allied to Britain, ladies and gentlemen. They're not looking that strong. Let's see, do we have any British troops in India? And the answer is no. Now, has he co-belligerented Britain? He has. Florry has co-belligerented Britain, ladies and gentlemen, so that means all of British Bengal, Ode right here, who's a British vassal. This is all up for grabs. Carnatic as well, they're a British vassal, not just Baroda, so...
Oh, can you put to my POV, Midge? we've got a situation in British India. We have a big old situation.
Oh, they're about to all pop, huh?
Look at this. 4 months. Britain never leaving the colonies, never leaving. Oh, what the hell's that? I'm not interested in that right now. But over here, in 3 months, British India is going to be but a pipe dream. People in the future, historians will go, well, of course Britain couldn't take over India. It's ridiculous. Goodbye, British India. Hello, Bengal. Bengal coming in with a big old stack. So I will say that might have ended. Britain might have ended Mughal rule in India for the most part and stopped the Mughal domination. Yeah. But it also meant the end of British rule in India as well, as Punjab begins to fall. And I believe, how much of this land can he take? Is it all of it?
He can probably take all of it.
Hell yeah, look at that.
Nice.
This is the war he should have done initially, and had he done that, I think he wouldn't have suffered as tremendously at the hands of Britain. I think they probably wouldn't have decked. I think the Gwalior war was a mistake, but frankly, the rest of it was pretty RNG-ish.
Man, from that,
there it is, he did it! Don't even chat, he did it!
Ah, nice. Nice, peace out. Excellent.
It's massive.
Let's go to Florry because he's doing huge plays right here. So, let me take you through what just happened this past minute. He white pieced Baroda, so he gets them in a separate war. He's still in the war with Britain. Now he's just redeclared truce broken Baroda to do a separate war versus them when they're alone. Currently at 122 overextension, separatist ready to pop, -3 stab, internal conflict sticking, 13 corruption, 4k manpower, and no more loans available to take. So let's see how this progresses. Maybe as we near the final 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, Florry's still in a couple of wars. Is Chairman doing anything? Or do we stay here?
Stay there. Oh, he has declared a war on Garwal. A 1 province minor with a 3-star general. His problem is that everyone else around him has like 4 techs ahead of him.
Florry pieces out Baroda, by the way, just as we flipped out of
23.
that.
I don't think it took a single
Some
tech.
more provinces. So, Florry just did this, ladies and gentlemen. We can see these provinces that he took from Baroda that they just lost. Not a lot, like 6 or 7 provinces, but still, it's all numbers on the board. And I think Florry is ready to call it right there because he has been paused for the past 30 seconds. But look at the situation he ended up in, man. Before bankruptcy, disaster taking, vassal disloyal, rebels uprising, corruption corrupted, eunuchs castrated. It's all.
Did he just
here
assault
in
his
the
camera?
Mughal Empire, ladies and gentlemen, as Florry knocks over his camera as a sign of disrespect.
We flipped to Chairman's POV because unfortunately for him, the tech caught up to him and everyone in the mother declared war on him.
Oh, let's show me Diplo, please. Show me just the diplomat mode. That's what I want to see.
His only ally of Afghanistan declaring war on him in the end.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. That was the last challenge of week 4 of season 2 of Para Bellum, ladies and gentlemen. Hegemon, as our show is called. I never call it that. I don't know why. I guess I just keep forgetting. But that was Florry versus the Chairman. Super important match for both of them. The Chairman had to win this to stay in the fight and not join Habibi at the bottom, heading towards elimination automatically, by the way. Florry had to win this to stay in the fight for the final. But I think none of us are blind here, except those of us that are.
Talking about, let's just get into the results. All right, so
tell me,
over here
what's the number
in
that Chairman
Chairman's game, he has 27 provinces.
27
Respectable score given a bankruptcy and given being declared on by, I think, the 3rd rank. Great power. Give us Florry's number. What is it at the end of the day?
I can let you know that in Florry's game, ladies and gentlemen, he is at exactly 100 provinces in the Indian subcontinent, almost 5-1, crushing the Chairman right before his country blows up. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Florry is tied on the number 2 spot with the student, both with 6 points, but they haven't played each other.
Now,
Next week, ladies and gentlemen,
next week
whoever wins
spicy
out of Florry and the student goes in the final to face Zlewikk.
Here
That's right.
is the
This is
current
the
scores
scoreboard.
as it stands with 1 week remaining. Zlewikk now guaranteed entry into the final because he has beaten
This is
both
gonna be
Florry
insane.
and also the student. The Playmaker will be participating in a 3rd place playoff, but against who? The winner of Florry and student.
The
will
loser of
decide
Florry and
that.
student plays against him. Insane. Let's talk to our players, Florry and the Chairman. There we
Chairman
are. Florry,
and
Chairman.
Florry, we can confirm that Florry, you did win that, meaning the next week your match against the student determines whether or not you'll be in the final. Chairman, unfortunately, that does mean you have been eliminated. Just want to shed some light on some things. Both of you did very well, Florry, because you won the challenge. You did incredibly well. Chairman, getting decked on by England, by Britain, and then suffering through a bankruptcy. Very, very unfortunate, I have to say. Your luck, and also I was looking at the battle rolls, I was looking at the RNG from the sieges. Nothing went your way, so very
unlucky in a lot of cases, man. We got
Honestly.
real. It was just unlucky in a
I
lot.
would honestly say I would identify the big turning point was declaring war on Gwalior and not Punjab. The main thing there. But how do you think? What's your take on the whole thing?
Yeah, honestly, I was actually very happy with how the game was going
Very
up
well.
until the Gwalior war
Yeah.
and stuff. I figured my logic behind it was like, okay, Punjab, they said their 3-star general, go ahead, basically use them to beat up Gwalior while me and Afghanistan just kind of funnel in and stuff. And I always forget it's late game, so I need more cannons than I
Yeah.
normally would. It has to be like a perfect like infantry cannon ratio and stuff in order to, actually siege down forts. And that, of course, played a huge factor into it as well too, just dragging out the wars. And the England War, they forced Afghanistan to break their alliance with me, which then forced Afghanistan out of my war with Gwalior. And yeah,
Now, Florry, how do you think it went for you? You played angry and it worked out.
Yeah. It went well, except there was a huge hiccup at the start. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I was busy fighting Punjab still, and then I wanted to declare war on anyone but Gwalior. And I decked on someone who was in like a trade league already with Gwalior, and I was like, why am I at war with half of India? Because they vassalize everything. So then there was like 50 forts, and
Oh, we
then,
thought we meant to
oh
do that.
man, so many memes
we thought it was
happened in
on
this
purpose.
run. No, it wasn't on purpose at all. No,
Okay.
no, because I wouldn't have done it like that. And then, oh man, I made a couple of mistakes, but it went rather well, I'd say, because I went bankrupt, or rather, I was about to go bankrupt right at the end, so that's good. But at the beginning, I was like, okay, let's go make a play for absolutism. Because I was like, well, we're in the age of revolutions. That was a big fucking mistake. I shouldn't have tried that. But
You got the win.
yeah,
And a win is a win. So going
Yeah.
into next match against a student, that will put you in the final if you do win. How do you rate your chances?
oh, I don't know, man. 50-50. Either I make it or I don't. All right.
There you go,
Keeping
50-50.
it real right there. But yeah, unfortunately,
thank you.
Chairman, like they said, that does mean you are pretty much mathematically eliminated along with Habibi. You can do your final send-off match next week with no pressure, trying for bold strats or whatnot, or just having fun.
And it is an important game though, because the loser of that game finishes last, the winner comes fifth.
Oh, that's true.
Exactly.
So you're playing
So-
for prestige. It's not for nothing.
It's not for
It's not
nothing,
for
dude.
nothing.
No one wants to be last. They both get
Yeah.
relegated, but hey. Otherwise, chaps, thank you so much for your time this week. Look forward to seeing you both play next week. Goodbye.
The Para Bellum Hegemon Grand Final is here. Who will be crowned champion? Find out live February 19th. Parabellum.gg.